After you launch the Twitter app from your home screen, your feed will be the first screen to show. Your feed will include tweets of anyone that you follow. This can be educators, news outlets, sports, etc. I like to keep my feed diverse so I get the most out of using Twitter. On the left side, you'll notice a few icons. The first one being Connect. This allows you to see anyone that is mentioned or recently followed you on Twitter. Next is Discover. This lets you see any news that is currently trending or potential interest of you. And the last one is Me. This is your profile, your picture, your bio, and tweets that you have made. Let us now take a look at the basis of a tweet. Oftentimes a person will mention another Twitter user's handle, possibly a link to an article, and a hashtag with the phrase. The hashtags are used to group together like-minded ideas, events, or other things that are trending potentially on Twitter. So here's an article that I happened to post a little while ago, How to Overcome the iPad Learning Curve. You'll notice that's the name of the article, and then there's a link to it. There's a Zeit link. Then you're going to notice 3 different hashtags: EdChat, EdTech, and NYCTD. Let's just take a look at the EdChat. When I click on that, it will then bring me to all of the tweets that have the hashtag EdChat. Okay, you'll notice that there are a lot of them in the last couple minutes, 30 minutes or so. Just recently, there was an EdChat chat across the United States and across the world. There are so many educators that are using these potential hashtags that you should really utilize and get a lot of ideas from. The next one's the EdTech. EdTech is the same thing, educational technology. Whenever I post something regarding educational technology with the iPad or Twitter or Google Apps, I traditionally will put EdTech on there, and I get the most ideas that I use in my classroom and professional development from using these particular hashtags. Next, let's go up to the top toolbar. On the top right, you'll notice a box with a feather pen. This is how you compose a tweet. You can add a picture from your camera roll or even location settings if you would like to. Remember, you are only allowed to use 140 characters, and that includes spacing and punctuation. Next, let's use the search feature. That's a little magnifying glass to the left. For example, I'm going to put in Google. Now, Twitter will search for the word Google all throughout their millions and millions of tweets. And you're going to notice that the word Google is now in bold. Okay, so anytime somebody put the word Google in there, they will pop up directly right on here. Next, I would like to go out of Twitter and into Safari. I don't want to show you how to tweet from Safari or if you happen to be using Google Chrome. After you find an article that you would like to share, tap the share arrow. And this will prompt you to either email, message, Twitter, Facebook, etc. I'm going to click on the Twitter feature right there. Okay. And now, since our account is currently in our iPad, we can now tweet directly from here. So I'm just going to paste the article's name because I copied it before this. And now I could put a hashtag. I'm going to put hashtag EdTech, and I'm going to click send. Okay. Now let's go back over to Twitter, go to home, and I'm just going to go up to the top and refresh, and there you have it. Okay, it's just for like that from Safari, it's gone directly over to Twitter.